Thanks for coming our way. I mean, it just elevates this event in so many ways, and what Caitlin has done, not just in on the court, but just in general for women and girls in sport, and such an inspiration and motivation. So yeah, I really look forward to seeing your game tomorrow.
I honestly just got so triggered by Caitlin Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day.
If you're a basketball player but just a recreational golfer like Caitlin is, the delusional fan base that follows her disrespects the LPGA golfers by thinking she can go into this tournament and do anything.
Caitlin Clark's appearance at an LPGA golf event was the perfect decision for her this offseason. The second she stepped onto the course, the golf world was stunned by the sheer scale of the Caitlin Clark effect. The buzz she created didn't just grab attention. It showed the WNBA what genuine appreciation actually looks like. The sport's biggest names were amazed by the spotlight she carried, and they made sure she received the deep respect she deserves. A lesson the WNBA must absorb. Stay right here, because this story is only beginning. Here is how Caitlin Clark energized the golf community and forced the world to rethink the meaning of real validation.
So sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out here, and to see how amazing of an influence she is just for sports was really cool to see firsthand.
Nelly Korda, one of the world's premier women golfers, knew exactly how to welcome and uplift Caitlin Clark. A reception completely opposite to the cold, jealousy-filled reactions from WNBA players who struggle with the attention Caitlin draws. Korda made it clear that Caitlin's presence wasn't just tolerated, but genuinely celebrated. She put in the effort to make Clark feel included, showing the kind of support every athlete deserves to experience.
I wanted to come say hi and introduce myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria. Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass.
The Golf Channel has made a significant effort in talking about Caitlin Clark.
Here is her perspective. Maria Fassi, a talented golfer from Mexico, was equally quick to praise fellow women in sports. And her response to Caitlin Clark is a true reflection of how powerful the Clark effect has become. Fassi's reaction was full of sincere appreciation, proving that when women lift each other up, success grows. In contrast to the bitter and insecure WNBA players unable to handle Caitlin's rising popularity, Fassi demonstrated what real sportsmanship and support should look like. Her admiration confirmed that Caitlin's influence reaches far beyond basketball, pushing veteran pros to acknowledge and celebrate her impact. This is how it should be handled, with honor, respect, and recognition of talent, instead of letting envy distort judgment.
It's been a huge win already for the LPGA in terms of publicity. Now, what the LPGA does with this going forward, that remains to be seen. But given Clark and her love of golf, saying, she was going to go off and become a professional golfer, I think there's an opportunity here for the LPGA to capitalize and maybe make this into more of a partnership that could benefit both sides beyond just this one-off.
The Golf Channel dedicated major coverage to Caitlin Clark, highlighting not only her role in the LPGA tournament but also the future opportunities for the LPGA to benefit from collaborating with her more. Their broadcast was refreshing, focused on how Caitlin's presence could elevate the visibility and appeal of women's golf while giving her a platform outside basketball. It was a strong example of recognizing and using potential, something the WNBA has failed to do by not fully understanding the star power Caitlin brings. The Golf Channel's message was clear. Partnerships between Caitlin Clark and the LPGA could create a mutually valuable relationship that boosts all of women's sports and provides a blueprint for other leagues to proudly follow.
In the air, I think there's a lot of excitement about what's to come. Caitlin Clark is actually speaking as a part of a panelist this afternoon. So for those who are lucky enough to be in the room, that's exciting. Of course, people can watch it and stream online as well. But I know players are getting excited about seeing some of Caitlin's action tomorrow.
However, the Golf Channel wasn't done highlighting Caitlin. As they continued offering her glowing praise, they emphasized how her presence injected a lively energy into the tournament that captured everyone's attention. The golf world showed an overwhelming display of admiration for Caitlin, setting a model for how an athlete should be valued and celebrated. This level of support sharply contrasted with the lukewarm reception Caitlin received from parts of the WNBA. The golf scene demonstrated what true recognition looks like, a lesson the WNBA must embrace if it wants its stars to feel supported and appreciated. During the event, Caitlin Clark was asked how she first began playing golf, and her story is incredibly engaging, emotional, and heartwarming. She explained the unexpected way she picked up the sport and how it has become a meaningful part of her life. It's a reflection that perfectly showcases her competitive spirit and genuine passion for athletics beyond basketball. Here is what Caitlin revealed.
Yeah, I loved it. My dad played a little bit growing up, and then I remember for one of my birthdays I asked for golf clubs, and I got this like cute little pink set. It was probably from, who knows, like just the store up the street, and a cheap plastic, not plastic, but pretty cheap pair. I had them for a while. They were cute. And then eventually got some nice clubs, and you know, I really love it. That's
Rachel Demita, a TV host, posted a video.
Rachel Data, a TV personality, released a video explaining what the LPGA did correctly and how it capitalized on Caitlin's fame, something the WNBA failed to do. Data noted that the LPGA recognized Caitlin's star power and used it effectively to elevate the tournament. While the WNBA let a massive opportunity slip by, she emphasized that the league could learn from the LPGA's warm embrace of Caitlin, which showed the importance of acknowledging and promoting top-tier athletes. Here is what Rachel had to explain. When Caitlin Clark finally appeared in the LPGA event, the entire golf community rallied behind her. Social media exploded with countless posts and live discussions about the 22-year-old's performance, and the Golf Channel went on air 90 minutes early to share footage of her. This level of enthusiasm made Rachel believe the WNBA undervalued Clark, choosing instead to balance her fame with that of her rivals. The contrast between the LPGA's celebration of Caitlin and the WNBA's response says much about how each league views its talent. Caitlin's appearance showed just how powerful her presence is when handled properly. And it's obvious the golf world understands this more than her own league. Stay tuned as we present a video of Rachel explaining how Caitlin is welcomed outside the WNBA and the lessons the WNBA could learn from it. Brittany Lincecum, another professional golfer, praised Caitlin Clark in a manner that deeply resonated with fans of both sports. Brittany called Caitlin a complete game-changer not only for basketball but for women's sports as a whole. The heartfelt respect in her words highlighted Caitlin's ability to bring a new surge of interest and excitement wherever she appears.
This Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television.
It was a powerful reminder of Caitlin's reach and the distance the WNBA still must cover in uplifting its own stars. Here is what Brittany expressed. Brittany strongly educated the WNBA and its players on how a superstar of Caitlin Clark's stature should be treated. Her praise was a clear example of genuine support and admiration, standing in sharp contrast to the jealousy Caitlin encountered from some in the WNBA. This is the exact kind of recognition that drives athletes to their greatest heights, a truth the WNBA must acknowledge if it hopes to keep such a rare talent. Steph Curry, another basketball icon who also loves and plays golf, offered his own view on Caitlin Clark. Curry, who has participated in many celebrity golf tournaments and is known for his passion for the sport, immediately praised Caitlin's multi-sport ability and her talent for captivating audiences on both the court and the course. His admiration matched the feelings of the golf world, serving as yet another reminder of how the WNBA should view Caitlin's unique influence.
From this event, I have only seen and heard of positive things. I didn't hear one thing about how her fans are toxic. I didn't hear one thing about there being too much spotlight on Caitlin Clark and it should have maybe been on the professional golfers that are there. We didn't hear any of that. And those are the types of things that we have been hearing for the entirety of the WNBA season last season.
Here is what Steph Curry stated. Tiger Woods, the legendary golfer, also spoke about Caitlin Clark, and his remarks were absolutely astonishing. Tiger, known for his cautious praise, especially for athletes outside his sport, was deeply impressed with Caitlin's role in the event. He spoke openly about her impact, her athletic skill, and her ability to bring excitement to any sport she participates in. It was a powerful moment that set the sports world buzzing. This is Tiger Woods' perspective on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark was not given the respect she deserved in the WNBA, and it is refreshing to see her finally receiving it from the LPGA. It is inspiring to witness a community that sees her value and makes her feel genuinely appreciated. The admiration Caitlin received from a legend like Tiger Woods is truly extraordinary. When one of the greatest athletes ever recognizes your abilities, it speaks volumes about the impression you've made.
Has done for women's sports and basketball, and to have her at our golf tournament, like, I mean, I'm in awe. I got a basketball. I'm hoping she signs it for my girls. But it's just really cool to see her coming out. I've seen her swing. I think she has a great swing and she has potential.
Tiger's praise was more than just a compliment to Caitlin's ability. It was a demonstration of what real recognition looks like. It is deeply disappointing that the WNBA has not offered Caitlin the same level of respect that the golf community has shown her. Instead of nurturing her potential, the WNBA has allowed jealousy and narrow thinking to interfere with lifting up its brightest star. The LPGA and the entire golf world have laid out the perfect blueprint: welcome talent and celebrate greatness. Caitlin Clark deserves nothing less. Gino Orima, a well-known figure in women's basketball, recently made headlines with controversial comments about Caitlin Clark's participation in the LPGA tournament. He claimed her golfing involvement disrespected the LPGA, a statement that shocked many. However, some questioned the authenticity of the video, suggesting it might be edited or fabricated. Whether genuine or not, his remarks have added a new layer to the ongoing discussion surrounding Caitlin Clark's pursuits outside the basketball court. Stay right here because the next video is something you won't want to miss. It will leave you questioning everything.
I saw somebody break down the release time positions, pretty much identical to mine. And it hurt just confidence. You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy though, just because her shot is like that, it's at that level. But if you really watch, like, her floor game is as impressive. So it's kind of the total package. And her being the French breaking that record, and the amount of attention that she has gained over the course of these last couple of years. Every building she goes into, there's a different energy. Like, it's great for her, great for women's basketball.
For many online sources, the video appears questionable as the clip gives the impression of being heavily edited. Several of the comments Orima made seem to mirror statements he gave during a June appearance on The Dan Patrick Show. In addition, there are obvious visual glitches that further suggest the footage might not be legitimate. This has created ongoing debate, with many wondering whether the entire situation was fabricated or simply altered to create controversy. Either way, the issue has sparked discussions about Caitlin Clark's career and the obstacles she faces both in basketball and beyond. Annika Sorenstam, a golf legend and the organizer of the tournament Caitlin participated in, had only praise for her. Sorenstam made a point to thank Caitlin for attending, acknowledging her demanding schedule and expressing gratitude that she still made time to be there. Annika's remarks were a powerful recognition of Caitlin's influence, showing how important her presence is, not just for the event, but for the sport of golf itself. Here is what Annika expressed.
You're a basketball player, but just a recreational golfer like Caitlin is. The delusional fan base that follows her disrespects the LPGA golfers by thinking she can go into this tournament and do anything. There are actually fans that think she can make birdies or even pars. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's golf a bad name. So the kid is set up for failure right from the beginning.
Annika's acknowledgement of Caitlin was both gracious and professional, a dramatic contrast to the harsh treatment Caitlin has repeatedly received from the WNBA. Annika didn't only praise Caitlin's impressive skills. She also highlighted the discipline and effort required to excel in two sports at such an elite level. She spoke about Caitlin's determination, her drive, and her ability to inspire those around her, noting these qualities as truly exceptional. This admiration from a figure like Annika Sorenstam is a vital demonstration of what genuine support in women's sports should resemble. A lesson the WNBA still has not accepted. Annika demonstrated what it means to sincerely uplift and empower a fellow athlete. An example the WNBA should follow, as it has often allowed jealousy to overshadow its appreciation of Caitlin's ability and impact. Rachel Data, who had already spoken openly about Caitlin Clark's experience in the WNBA, shared additional thoughts about the league's handling of her, and her comments delivered a sharp message. She argued the WNBA failed to properly acknowledge the star power Caitlin brings to the league. Rather than promoting Caitlin as a marquee athlete, it seemed the league was cautious, perhaps even resistant to giving her the attention she has earned. This hesitation to elevate such a generational talent was holding back both Caitlin and the league as a whole.
Coming our way. I mean, it just elevates this event in so many ways, and what Caitlin has done, not just in on the court, but just in general for women and girls in sport, and such an inspiration and motivation. So yeah, I really look forward to seeing your game tomorrow.
Oh gosh.
The LPGA, by contrast, immediately recognized Caitlin's potential and used her appearance to generate major excitement for its tournament. Data then explained how Caitlin's role in the LPGA event drew massive attention to women's golf, proving how a league can thrive when it properly utilizes the drawing power of a superstar athlete. The WNBA, however, seemed troubled by Caitlin receiving too much of the spotlight, a reaction that only exposed its own narrow outlook. Rachel emphasized that the LPGA seized the moment by building on Caitlin's fame, something the WNBA repeatedly failed to do. In her view, Caitlin is a once-in-a-generation talent capable of attracting new viewers, expanded media coverage, and significant sponsorship money. Instead of celebrating her rise, the WNBA appeared hesitant to showcase Caitlin, likely in an attempt to keep other players from feeling overshadowed. This approach, Data argued, was a major wasted opportunity. The LPGA's ability to elevate its event by featuring Caitlin should serve as a clear roadmap for the WNBA on how to properly promote and support a megastar. The difference in their strategies is unmistakable. The LPGA understood the value Caitlin brought, while the WNBA allowed internal politics to shape its response to her success. Data also stated that the golf community's warm reception of Caitlin stood in complete contrast to the treatment she encountered in her own league. Where the golf world saw Caitlin as a gift who could expand their sport and draw new fans, the WNBA seemed more preoccupied with maintaining harmony among its players. This mindset only weakened Caitlin's impact and limited the league's potential to grow. Rachel Data's message was clear. The WNBA must wake up and recognize Caitlin Clark's extraordinary talent before the moment slips away. The influence of Caitlin's appearance at the LPGA tournament became evident the instant she stepped onto the course. The Golf Channel changed its schedule, launching its broadcast 90 minutes early just to air Caitlin's performance. Social media exploded with posts, streams, highlights, and non-stop reactions to her time on the fairway. The excitement surrounding her appearance was intense, and it was obvious that she injected a new surge of energy into women's golf. The LPGA capitalized on this attention, using Caitlin's popularity to attract a wider audience and elevate the event. The WNBA, however, has consistently missed similar opportunities to highlight Caitlin's abilities. Instead, it has treated her as just another player rather than the revolutionary force she truly is. The reaction from the golf world was overwhelming. Players, analysts, fans, and media figures all praised Caitlin's skill and her willingness to take on a new challenge. Rachel Data stressed that this level of support is exactly what Caitlin deserves, and it's disappointing that her own league has not offered the same. Rather than uplifting her, the WNBA seemed more concerned with appeasing players who might feel overshadowed by Caitlin's visibility. This approach not only does a disservice to Caitlin, but also undermines the league by preventing it from fully utilizing the attention and momentum she brings. Reflecting on Caitlin Clark's participation in the LPGA tournament makes it impossible not to feel hopeful. The golf community gave Caitlin the respect, admiration, and appreciation she unquestionably deserves, demonstrating how athletes should be treated. The LPGA's open-armed reception, combined with its praise for her every move, served as a reminder of what women's sports can become when they embrace their brightest stars. It was uplifting to see Caitlin receive such acclaim, and it is something the WNBA cannot afford to overlook. Caitlin Clark is a transformative talent, a player capable of reshaping women's basketball for years to come. But this will only happen if she is supported, celebrated, and given the platform she has earned. The LPGA has shown what is possible when a league truly invests in its superstars. And the WNBA must see this as a wake-up call. It must rise above jealousy and hesitation and fully support Caitlin for the exceptional athlete and ambassador she is. The LPGA's treatment of Caitlin was more than recognition of her ability. It was an acknowledgement of her immense power to inspire, energize, and lead. The spark she brought to the golf course, the surge in ratings, and the explosion across social media all proved one fact. Caitlin Clark is a star. Stars must be supported and celebrated, not minimized or suppressed. The WNBA now stands at a turning point. It can either continue on its current path, risking the loss of its most valuable player, or it can follow the LPGA's example and choose to elevate Caitlin, allowing her to shine at her fullest potential. The time for change has arrived. Caitlin Clark deserves the complete backing of the league she represents. If the WNBA refuses to adapt, it risks losing not only Caitlin but the massive surge of interest she has brought to the sport. The LPGA has demonstrated that women's sports can thrive when they lift up their stars. It is time for the WNBA to take notice and do the same.